And Michael, for people who aren't familiar with you, let's talk about how you first started out. You created a company that you sold to eBay for $2.4 billion. What was that company?
I did. I started GSI Commerce in 1999. It was really the largest provider of e-commerce and digital marketing services to big retailers, companies like GNC, Ralph Lauren, Toys R Us, Dick's Sporting Goods. And we ran most, if not all, aspects of their e-commerce businesses. And we started the business in 1999, and eBay bought it in 2011, as you said, for $2.4 billion. And the company had grown very quickly. It was handling tens of billions of dollars of transactions in e-commerce. And we were really an early adopter to helping the big brick-and-mortar retailers go online.
And Joe alluded to it. I mean, you did this, you turned around, you didn't take the money and run.
But, and
well, I took a night off. We sold the company on a Friday, and then I went back to work on Saturday. So I had a good 12 hours off.
But some of the stuff in the company you sold to eBay didn't fit in with what they wanted to do. So you bought these things that they thought they didn't need, and that turned into your new $2 billion company.
So eBay,
you bought what was
Fanatics, Rue La La, and ShopRunner.
They were all part of your first company, and then eBay didn't want those, so you bought those back, and then that became $2 billion.
It was really logical because what eBay wanted to do was get the big retailers into their marketplace to help them be more competitive with Amazon. So they wanted to have a Ralph Lauren or a Aeropostale or a Dick's Sporting Goods or a Levi's. They want to get these brands into their marketplace. They weren't interested in owning consumer brands themselves and kind of competing with the merchants.
So you got a deal on those, no doubt.
Well, I think at the time we really bought them at the appropriate value. What I can tell you is, for me, the biggest thing I learned, in my old company, we did so many things and we didn't do each thing well enough. When I got a chance to start over, we've been laser focused. So we've had the 3 companies since I restarted in 2011. We haven't done anything new, and that's led to exponential growth because we're laser focused on those companies.
Well, let's talk about what those companies are for people who aren't familiar with it. ShopRunner, you've got to be a member to get into it.
Yeah.
And it's got some big name brands.
I hope you're going to be shopping during the break at ShopRunner and supporting all the merchants.
It might be a little busy, but go ahead.
I figured you're efficient. You could support the cause. So ShopRunner today has hundreds of merchants and has millions of members that spend billions of dollars out of ShopRunner merchants. Think of it really as the only competitive product to Amazon Prime. So Amazon Prime's obviously been this incredibly successful loyalty program, and ShopRunner is really the only other way that retailers can compete. It's unlimited 2 days. It's unlimited 2 day shipping. Hundreds of merchants.
Are you responsible for the back end of this?
No, we're really, think of us as really a membership program. A member signs up to ShopRunner and they get unlimited 2 day shipping from these hundreds of merchants, but the retailers do the shipping themselves. What we're able to do is have these members concentrate their spend at the ShopRunner merchants. And that's really important because today, what retailers are all fighting for is for that consumer to shop with them. And so we have our members concentrating their spend at the ShopRunner merchants.
How much money do you make on that? I would assume most of it goes to the retailer. You're kind of just a facilitator.
It does, but the business is growing very quickly. So the business this year, it's growing 70% right now. It's going to do, next year, do several $1 billion in GMV. So it keeps between about 3% of revenue, but it's 3% of a very fast growing number. This could be a business over the next 5 years that could be tens of billions of dollars, collecting a small percent, but really helping the retailers to be more competitive with Amazon and really help to concentrate that spend to our merchants.
But it's the same thing with all of these companies, right? You're only getting a percentage of the revenue.
No.
Fanatics is different?
Yeah, Fanatics is completely different. Fanatics is the largest retailer in the world of licensed sports merchandise, and really the largest licensed sports company. That's a business that in 2002 when we started, it's about a $12 million business. This year, it's over $2 billion. And
you make some of that stuff yourself.
And we make the majority of what we sell today. So when the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl, and Tom Brady's wearing that T-shirt to celebrate the win of the Super Bowl, that's a T-shirt that we design, develop, manufacture, and sell directly to the consumer. And Fanatics is, I'd say, the largest, what we call V-commerce or verticalized e-commerce company, which is really where I think the next tranche of success in e-commerce is going, which is these verticalized companies which design, develop, and sell their own products, which really has a huge competitive advantage because you can't be commoditized by an Amazon or an Alibaba.
Well, particularly when you have the rights from the NBA or the NHL or any of these other sports franchises across the board.
And it's not just the rights to sell the merchandise, it's the rights to design, develop, and manufacture the merchandise, which gives you that verticality, which lets us best service fans and do it in a very differentiated basis.
You're not the only ones who can do this, though. Who are you competing with when it comes to just the merchandise for these sports franchises?
Yeah, I'd say within the sports business, within Fanatics, we are really the only verticalized e-commerce company, and we're doing it at scale. And I'd say in general, we're probably the largest verticalized e-commerce company around, because most companies sell other people's merchandise, which, to be honest, I think if you're selling third-party, commonly available inventory in 2017, you're kind of on a death march. Because if I'm going to sell the same merchandise that everybody else is selling, and it's going to get commoditized by Amazon and Alibaba, you've got no way to succeed long term. What we're about is selling our own products directly to the consumer, and that's a huge point of differentiation, and it's better for the fan because we can better service them, and it's a much better financial model.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.